Peace in, folks. How you doing? Let's use the force now. Positive mental attitude. You know how we do. So, what was I going to say today? Haven't got a clue. I sat there, just been centering myself and just like, let's just let something come to us. And then it's like, do you know what? Let's just hit record and see what comes out. What's the worst that could happen? So, we are the power, right? We are the power. We're the masses. We're the majority. We're the general public. We pay them. So, I want to deliver some messages of positivity, not focusing on things that are happening, more focusing on what can happen, right? So what can happen if we decide, do you know what? I ain't having it. What can happen if we say, do you know what? Let's come together. What can happen if you say, do you know what? I'm going to speak out, or I'm going to share that person's video who is speaking out. What can happen when we unite? We don't need to be in the same place having a meeting. We just need to agree that this ain't good enough and agree that we're going to support each other, right? That we are going to stand by each other, definitely, right? And that we are going to create the society we want to see. Sure, some shit might happen along the way. What's the worst that can happen? Who cares? What can happen if we take back our choice, right? What can happen if we choose a new form of society? What can happen if we choose to spend our money in different places? What can happen if we choose to pay attention to different types of information? What can happen if we choose self-awareness? Let's get it. Get what, John? Awareness, of course. Come on. Right? What can happen? Fucking great things. That's what can happen. That's what can happen. Right? What can happen if we choose to watch positive content? What can happen if we choose to take a journey inside again? Come on, let's get it. Right? I'm freestyling this shit. I don't know. Right? What can happen? Greatness can happen. That's what. Feeling better can happen. That's what. Free food can happen. That's what. Yeah, it's not free. You got to put your time in. But wouldn't you rather put in what was it I saw? I think it's something like, if there was a community of 100 people, which is a small ass community, right? I think you'd need to put in something like 16 hours a week each to generate the food you would need. All right? So you just think, just to eat, say we've got to put in 5 hours each, right? Just call it 10 a week. 10 hours a week, Monday to Friday. That's 2 hours a day just to eat. I'm down with that, right? What can happen if we choose to go, do you know what? No, right? We're going to fill all the fields that would normally have, I want to say, live cattle, right? Someone else can use a different suggestion. I'm going to roll with this one. What can happen if we choose to put solar fields in half the fields that produce live cattle? Right? And what would happen if we did that work ourselves? Right? Right? If a whole load of us, say 100 of us in Sussex, said, okay, you know, we got an arrangement with the farmers, right? And we get in like a group of, say, 5 to 10 specialists who are going to train us all over 4 weeks to install all these solar fields, right? What can happen to the energy price? I think that could be a good thing. I think we could end up with free energy like Nikola Tesla wanted in the first place. I mean, Nikola Tesla in 1901, I believe it was, proposed free energy for the world because he'd figured out how to do it in 1901. Here we are in 2020, 119 years later, paying through the arsehole with stress and unnecessary effort, right? We could put in probably fucking a small amount of time, say, so we said 10 hours a week for food, let's say 10 hours a week again for energy, right? For each single person, right? Maybe if it's a smaller group, maybe you've got to do 2 days a week, rotate them groups, 4 on 4 off or something. I like doing that. When I was self-employed plastering, I often did 4 days on, 4 days off. It's a lovely way to work. It's a lovely way to work. Fuck all. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's face it, when I was doing 9 to 5, or more like fucking 5:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night, door to door, right? Fucking slave labour. I'd have much rather spend a few days a week inputting into communal gardens and into community energy. We've already got the buildings. All we got to do is fuel them. We've already got the people. All we've got to do is fuel us, right? So there's solutions, right? And I'm freestyling half this shit. So, I mean, granted, I've seen a lot of information. I've looked into a lot of solution-based projects and what could happen, right? Do you know that you can now grow on walls, right, with, I think it's hydroponics, right? It's all like a gravity-fed water system that naturally filters itself through rocks and something else at the bottom, and then all you need is a singular pump just to get that water back up, and it will go again, and you can grow fucking cabbages, you can grow on the walls. So you think in a small area, in a large building, top to bottom, all filled inside with food, how much could you grow per acre? Fucking ton loads more than what you can grow in a field, right? Could you go up? Yeah? Do you know what I mean? There are solutions to this shit. There are solutions to this shit. We're not blind, right? We're not without solutions. In fact, quite the opposite. Solutions are plentiful. We can create more solutions as we go, right? I'm not being an idealist. I'm not being none of that. I'm just being like, let's put some positive content out and let's spark some thought. Let's plant some seeds. I like what Ralph said, smart. They tried to bury us, but they didn't realise we were seeds. Do you know what I mean? Bury, pop, sprout. Do you know what I mean? We have so many reasons that I'm definitely not repeating today. We have so many reasons to use the Force, to keep a positive mental attitude, right? In the face of We got so much need to be like, not, haha, everything's okay. I mean, like, yeah, man, we can do this. It's not okay out there. This is not acceptable, but yes, we can change it. You know? There are plenty of solutions to every singular problem, you know? And that is what I would like to impart today, is the consideration of solution in every fucking sense of it. Someone's in front of you being a dickhead. What's my solution here? Healthy one. Am I to just go, oh, fuck, you know, someone's telling you, you should be wearing a fucking mask. The fuck are you doing? Irresponsible. Breathe it in. Just go, I totally understand where you're coming from. Honestly, I really respect what you're saying. Why do you need to wear a mask? Where did you get that information from? Can you tell me more about it? Let me tell you that vitamin D deficiency is creating the ability for your immune system to be under attack. So you're being spoon-fed chemical-filled foods. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just hit people back with a fuck you and I'll fucking do what I want. That's what the fucking that's what the system wants, right? The system, the powers that be, the, you know, whoever the fuck they are, right? They want divide and conquer. So I say this, what is the solution to divide and conquer? Commune and unity, right? Right? And let's face it, most of us are fucking awesome out here. So spending time together ain't a problem, right? You know, shit, I enjoy my own company. But I'd much rather spend it with other people. I'd much rather choose to spend my free time with other people. Because actually, human interaction is freaking awesome, right? And we can come up with solutions. You know, I almost called my first company No Problems, Just Solutions. But then I called it Woodford's Home Improvements, or no. Woodford's Handymen and Builders, that's what it was. Woodford's Handymen and Builders. Because, you know, I'm a bit of a multi-trader. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I'll never be a master. Oh, thank you. Forever student, forever learner. Up in the building. Blah, 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 blah. So we have got solutions, right? And if you find a problem you can't find a solution to, I bet you could create a solution to it. And if you couldn't do it on your own, I fucking sure as shit you could do it with a couple of other people, because 2 minds are greater than none and 3 minds are better than 2, and past that you could get a little bit iffy. 3 is the magic number. No, you know, groups can do stuff, right? But you need to have structure, right? So this is, right, see, so I'm not some crazy motherfucker that thinks that, oh no, there should be no structure and no law and, oh, we should all just be free. No. Because we're not ready for that. I think that could happen in a couple of 100 years, but right now, fuck no, hell no, and no, that would be a nightmare. We haven't grown enough, right? We haven't had the chance to step out of this madness, re-find our choice, re-find our independence, re-find our self-accountability and our self-reliability, right? And we're getting fucking close to that time already, off of a freestyle again. Don't mind if I do. So I'm just speaking from the heart. My mind translates my heart, and my heart takes messages from my soul, right? And I'm telling you, I can't love you all because I don't know you all, but I send you all good vibes. And I say thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And show support to each other. If someone's having a bad day, let them know you're there for them. And I'm going to say, let's use the force. Positive mental attitude. Be kind with your thoughts. Let's keep loving our hearts and let's get it. Get what, John? awareness, of course. Peace in.